and we were on our way back to get a more pure sample and see what the hunters have caught, but we were accosted as we came out of the warp.
Well, we don't know if we were accosted. We just saw another ship there.
It's maneuvering as if intending to attack.
Yes.
So we're going to accost them before they can accost us.
That's correct. So killed mutants. We're going back for more sample. Gonna kill some ships now. And Zeph had to go, so we ended early. I don't know if he ever came back.
He's in the Roll20 chat.
Oh, I don't have that open.
And he can hear us.
I got it.
He's just not talking to us.
No, I had it open for the other tabs I can see.
Alright, so everyone gets 5 XP for that very spotty recap.
You say spotty.
Yeah, just to prove the fact true. You haven't even left Footfall yet. You were on the way there, and a couple of days into the journey to the manned translation point, you were accosted, or possibly accosted by this ship. You haven't even left Footfall system yet. Yeah, you what, mate? Fight me 1v1 at Sun. And yes, I do believe we fade in, as we always do, to an upside-down ship traveling somewhere, somehow.
You say upside down. Space says right side up. What's the bacon boat?
Well, I needed to name the enemy ship something. I couldn't just name it enemy ship 1.
Also, there are 2 ships. Okay. One of them being bacon boat. The other one being.
Wait, are you drunk or just being double?
I mean, I see Benny, Baneblade, and Bacon Boat.
What?
What do you guys not see Bacon Boat?
Oh, there it is.
I'm not blind. It's right there. Like, fucking. No.
I see it now.
see Bacon Boat. And Benny Bane. I remember Benny Baneblade, but I don't remember Bacon Boat.
I don't remember a bacon boat either. I think I'd remember that.
God damn it.
So the Baneblade is purely a placeholder whenever I need to add something on the turn tracker. So I have it there for comic effect, and also to have someone to talk to when you guys aren't around.
So that is not a ship.
No,
They're just your personal little in your head friend.
That is pretty much just the Clippy
Okay.
of this glorious endeavor.
What do you think
There
of
you go.
Baneblade's odds are against the spaceship?
Pretty good, all things considered.
Oh, god damn it.
And it's environmentally sealed, so it could happen.
Just open the door and shut us out. We'll take care of this.
And pretty much. But yeah, it's we start with your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you have noticed the ship coming from behind and yeah, following you.
I think we had already
Did you say we
announced
can put our ship where we want?
Well, no, because
you said that last time.
Yes, but I was lying.
Oh, okay.
Besides, I've scaled the map, so now your ship is there.
Okay. Well, we have to turn
And
around.
you should be able to see the auras as well, so you have
Yeah. We know the
an
distance for
idea
our
of
weapons.
the weapon range.
Do we remember which weapon was?
Yeah, the lance is the longest.
The lance is the longer one. Okay, that we can't do
Yeah,
anything.
but you can only fire that from the front.
Yep. So we have to turn around. That's definitely a thing. Let me adjust bearing. What speed are we going? When we adjust bearing, do we go to full stop or?
All right, so we zoom into two ships locked in mortal danger at the moment. And you say, first of all, the ship takes its movement action. And unless you want to do anything to modify it, you either decide on going full speed or half speed, and you go straight forward, and then you turn the ship. Unless you want to take an extended action to change that.
So we can take an extended action to turn, correct? Or we cannot turn.
So you do the maneuver action.
Mhm.
Maneuver action happens regardless. So you either go full speed or half speed, and you go forward, and then at the end of that movement, the ship can turn up to 90 degrees if you wish, without rolling. That just
Oh,
happens. If you want to do anything other than that, you make maneuver action.
like adjust
And
bearing.
yeah, or adjust speed or whatever you want.
So, I mean, this is all on Lady G.
Are we closing on attempting to
I mean,
close on it?
we need to turn 180 degrees because we're now looking backwards. So we have to turn around. If we turn 90 degrees, we can definitely hit them with the macro batteries, but the only range is that. So we definitely have to turn and go towards them. And to do that, that's all on you.
Uh, what's the difference between
So if we
half?
just move right now, if we move right now and turn, we have to move 5 for half speed and then turn afterwards 90. So we'll end up here. We don't. If you do an extended action to adjust bearing, it'll let us turn before. And to do that, you need your pilot spacecraft skill at +0 plus our maneuverability, which is second. Our maneuverability is 25 plus 10, 30, 32. And let me just check 1 second.
Yeah, so if you succeed on a success, then the starship may turn on one ward unit lower than the speed, and then for every degree of success, that just means you need to move one less VU before your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going half speed right now,
And is it always 90 degrees?
up to 90.
Okay, so, but we can't go over 90 degrees. We can't just do a 180. Okay.
No.
So basically, what you want to roll, actually, since I'm not doing anything this turn, can I aid the machine spirit to give us +5 to maneuverability?
The machine spirit, which is a tech use.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, +0 tech use. And on a success, you get some extra
Yep.
movement or detection.
I'll go with the movement so she can turn much easier. Where's my tech use at? And I believe for every 2 degrees of success, it's +5 more.
Yep.
So that would be plus 15, 2, 4, plus 20 total. So that would be plus 50. So what you want to roll is your spacecraft, whatever your pilot spacecraft is, plus 52.
Plus 52?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good thing you had all that. So, and I believe you said every degree of success is minus 1 VU.
Yep.
That would
So
be
you move
1, 2,
3.
3. There. Turn, and then move 2. Okay, that's that's my action and her action. You guys have to go.
That's what the rest of you doing then.
Active augury.
Alright.
Scrutiny plus detection, I believe. And our detection is 30.
So what are you trying to do with this roll there before you do anything? Yeah. Yeah, that's a focused augury.
Is that focused?
Active augury is just scan the immediate area to see if there's any other ships nearby.
I believe focus
Or
augury is
enemies
still
that-
scrutiny and detection.
Yeah, same modifier. +0 scrutiny detection.
If you get 1 degree of success, it's all weapon components. 2 degrees is augury, void shield, and 3 plus you get everything.
Alright. Main Conrad. Or
Lance and main.
I can't. You wanna do anything or just hang back for now?
Yeah, I'm kind of useless in ship combat, so I'm probably not doing anything.
I mean, you can take over one of the secondary characters.
Sounds about right.
I think that's our turn, I guess.
So are you actually gonna roll something, Seb? Or is this your turn?
Did we try to contact that ship at all, or
I think anybody can
we
contact
just
them. Even if we already used our turn, we can still hail them.
Yeah.
As long as it's within range, which I believe it is. Does anybody want to talk to them?
Maybe we should make an attempt before we start shooting.
Cornelius, you want to hail them? Nothing. We were leaving Footfall while
we
we were
saw some
attacking.
mining ships as well before they showed up?
So it might be pirates. We don't know anything about them. They just showed up and started chasing us, basically. And now we're doing, I guess, we're trying to get to them. So I mean, you can hail them and see what they want.
Alright, you get a very first response back that basically can be summarized with stop your ship, let us come aboard and loot everything, and if you resist, we kill you.
Yep.
Traffic, or do you have any tech use?
What makes you think an arch-militant has tech
I
use?
mean, it's always worth asking.
I just took tech use for Gwen, but I don't know that it applies here.
No, you can't go again anyway.
She's already doing her
Yeah.
job.
It's all good. I was just wondering. Oh, he came fast.
I stand corrected. I do get tech use, but at rank 7.
See, you can read a data slate.
Right,
Not
so
for a long time.
You see the ship approaching at maximum velocity for such a small little boat. So that's the movement action, and then there is a couple of things that happens after that.
Oh, good. Guys, it was nice knowing you.
Can we just let them come aboard and then just kill them?
I mean, you didn't do a hit
They
and run.
might.
Actually.
They
I don't
might.
think they can. They're not close enough to go. Unless they have a
Sure, you can
teleportarium.
come in. Hey, open the door, and then just mow them down as they come in.
They have thousands of people, I assume, on that ship.
And we've got more than a few thousand, so...
They're bacon-filled
Plus
people.
us.
We have a crew with virus grenades. We can just.
We do have a crew of virus grenades.
Throw it through the door, shut it, and let the virus grenade take care of everyone.
Hey, maybe we can leap onto the other ship with this crude leap and throw a virus grenade in there. He gets an extra no gravity flying.
Right, so they attempt to look into the future, and they see very dark things, very dark clouds indeed.
The future.
Yes, because looking into the future is a valid thing in this game.
Of course.
I mean, you should try it sometimes. Oh wait, don't play the class that can do that.
You know what? Shush.
Make me.
Yeah. I am not a stupid navigator. I assume that's a navigator? Oh, good.
Alright, so a salvo of macro cannon shells flying towards you at great speed, I do believe. And yeah, the void shield, first of all, peels the first one. So
And how many of these are there?
A considerable amount.
How
Let's
much
say
damage?
20.
20 salvos. And how many does it block? One of them?
Right, so it has the macro battery has a strength of 3.
So it'll block
lands
1.
3 hits. Yeah, so 2 goes through the void shields. And then I do believe there is some damage rolls, unless there is something else I've forgotten.
No, that's about it. Yeah, just roll damage. 5 and 11. I believe both are blocked by armor of 16.
Yeah, and a crit rating of 5, so that's not a crit either.
No. Would you like to?
Cool. That was a thing that happened. So then the next thing that happens, which is slightly more amusing to everyone involved, I do believe. I can just scroll up and find the page. So while this ballet in space happens, what are some of you doing who are not actively taking part in this epic struggle for life and death? Are you doing anything specific?
Brace for impact.
Beautiful. All right, so you see some on the auger array. You see on the bridge, Gwen. You see, and anyone else who is there, you see a salvo of fast-moving objects streak past the ship, but
Oh, good.
they don't seem to be doing anything specific. Maybe they're just flying by, you know.
There's some cameras on them.
Somebody get a read on whatever the hell that was. I'm busy.
I would like to ask aid from the machine spirit again. Get our maneuverability up. Pray to the majestic, ancient, and wise spirit that we have not named.
I mean, tickle that check use button.
I am doing that right now. And that's plus 10, plus 32. So plus 42 if you want to do the maneuver again. One.
How much? Plus 42?
Plus 42. And your spacecraft.
Making sure I hit the right button.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Okay.
That's so we can just straight up turn. That would be oop. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! We have a problem. We can't shoot them with our lance, but we can definitely shoot them with our macro battery. So, Cornelius, would you like to shoot them? Yep. Unless we have pluses, which I know people can give us pluses with their command, but I don't think. Oh, yeah.
Khan says, hang on a sec.
Cons try to intimidate our people to give us more ballistics. It did not work.
All right.
Let's see. What's it called? Maine, do you have anything you can do?
No.
To encourage our people?
What would you use?
Okay.
Command?
No. All right. So our weapons are three shots. The first one misses, and the other ones are 1d10 plus 1. So.
Hang on a minute. Isn't the strength you need to roll a certain amount of damage? Sorry, amount of successes before you land each hit.
I don't
Same
know.
like rate of fire on weapons.
Is it? I just don't know about that. Let me look.
Yeah, I do believe I read something about it.
Yeah, let me look.
Yeah, doing something new for the first time is always a bit of a headache to figure out this nonsense. Because I've always done it as rate of fire or like normal weapon. We have one hit plus one hit for every degree of success to a maximum of the macro battery's strength.
Do you want to add a fate point to get one more degree of success, Cornelius? Yes. I don't think we have any. One of us would have to do some kind of command or like an intimidate like he did.
Is that require a whole nother action?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
So once you stop maneuvering, we can. Yeah, so the first one misses. The second one does a 1d10 plus 1. Do you want to roll that? And for every 5 damage, we shut down one of their systems. So please roll a 4 or higher. Nice. So one of their systems is shut down. That's whatever Hellforge wants to do with that.
Is it damage you deal or damage they take? Because that's two very different things.
Any damage, it ignores armor and it ignores the armor. So let me find the page exactly where it says this. It's one random component becomes unpowered, unaffected by armor, no hull integrity damage or critical hits. I have it written down. For every 5 damage, it exceeds void shields. So since it's only 5, since it's 7, it'll be one thing becomes unpowered. And yeah, I don't know how you want to do that. You want to do like a DX? Main, do you have scrutiny? Oh, no, you don't. Cons, do you have scrutiny? No, you already. We just shut down something. I hope
So
it's there.
your shot slam into the side of their ship, and you see a massive surge of energy just crackle around, arcs of lightning crackle around the side of the hull, and you can probably infer that there is some major internal damage to some components, rather.
Can we teleport Kant and Main into their ship? Because we have a teleportarium, guys. If you want, we can send you and some murder servitors. If you guys really want to go in. Yeah. Because a hit and run, since we have a teleportarium, you can just teleport in. But I don't know how it works because I think it's a command test. But I gotta read the murder servitors. Hold on.
So who haven't gone yet? Because I see a couple here also.
Main, I think, is the only one.
Yeah, I haven't done anything.
Alright, so if you want to do a hit and run, I do believe that's a command test. You just want to teleport in and be like, yo, I am here.
So what would happen
It's
if
not
I
a command test. It's a challenging piloting spacecraft test, and
We
if
have
you
a
succeed, then it's a command test against a commander.
Here's the thing, Sev. The pilot thing is only if you take the assault a ship and fly over. With the teleportarium, you just teleport into their ship. You don't have to do the piloting for that.
Main, do you have scrutiny by any chance?
No,
Okay.
that's not something Archmilitant gets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me neither.
But I'm gonna use this roll because it makes sense, and it also applies to similar things, right? So as long as their void shield is up, you cannot teleport in because the void shield is blocking the.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
penetration
So
there.
this time we can.
It's the same thing when you're trying to phase through objects that has an energy field to it. Like you just can't pass through that.
So what happens if I fail
What are
the
you
hit and
trying to
run?
do?
If he fails the hit and run, he means.
Like if the command test fails, what exactly happens?
Well, if you're not using the teleportarium, which you can't as long as the void shield is up, then you need to first of all have someone fly you, and because Gwen has already went, it would be one of the NPCs flying. So first the NPC would be piloting spacecraft, and if they succeed, you land on their ship. and then you do the command test. And obviously, if you fail the command test on board their ship,
I think he means that if he fails the command, so if it's 4 degrees of failure, the murder servitors are dead. If it's anything less, we just return to the ship. If you are successful, you do 1d5 plus 1d5 times 2. Oh, I can't. Where's that? And you get a plus 20. So whatever your command is, it's a plus 20 to that. Let's see where hit and run is exactly.
Where's the plus 20 from? Because I only see a plus 10.
Murder servitors. Give us a plus 20. And it's an ordinary command test, so it's another plus 10. So it'll be a plus 30 together. And it says... Oh, no. So for the command test, it says if he fails, he's forced to retreat back to his boarding craft, unsuccessful in causing mayhem. So if you fail, nothing happens. There's a plus 30 with nothing happening if you fail the command test, since we have a teleportarium.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure there was no downside, like getting trapped on the enemy ship or anything like that.
So you should be fine. I mean, it's just worth to do it every turn if we take out their void shields.
Yeah.
Right, so are you gonna try the hit and run thing, or are you staying put for now?
I mean, I guess I might as well do something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's confirmed plus 30.
Plus 10 for ordinary command test, plus 20 for murder servitors. Since we're sending them in to murder and cause mayhem.
Is the void shield still up?
No,
or can we tell?
Yeah, we took it down for this turn. Next turn it'll be back up.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try and do a hit and run then.
Yeah, nice try. That's not a bad roll if we can get it.
Right, so you send over the servitors, and they unsuccessful in causing anything other than superficial damage to the paint job. Unfortunate.
Right. Bacon boat. Goddamn bacon boat.
Right, just have a quick look. Forget, I don't even need to look for that. I already know the result.
Maybe we should put Cons on the comm and let him describe how he wants to consume the other side's leadership piece by piece.
Numbers going up. Oh.
Right, so you see the ship move off into the distance a bit, and it is just hanging out over there now. And it did a sweet 90-degree turn facing somewhere else, looking off into the sunset.
It's gonna be us keep turning and turning. Oh, it's our turn. I would like to aid the machine spirit once again.
Yeah, ship combat usually devolves into this, just moving it for a bit, and then maybe something happens.
That's what it's do. Can I recommend Well, we're gonna turn, so it's gonna be plus 52 to your
I'm
piloting.
sorry. What was that again?
It's a plus 52 to your piloting. Do you want to go 5 movements forward or 10 and do a big wide turn?
Yeah, let's put some movement on it.
So you want to go
Since
10 forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just roll pilot spacecraft with plus 52. 7. So what we can do is, so that's 8 degrees. So we can go 1, 2, and now we can turn a full 90 and go 8 that way. You want to do that?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Hellforge, with the degrees of success, do we have to turn? Do we have to turn all like in the second turn, or can we turn like whenever we want?
What do you mean?
Like, so instead of turning on the so we want to move 10 steps. We got 8 degrees. Do we turn on the second move and then move 8 to the right, or can we move on like halfway through? Because you
I
said for
have
every
no
degree of
idea what
success,
you-
it's -1
Yeah.
before we can turn.
Yeah.
Do we have to turn at the maximum? Like at the minimum turn? You know what I mean?
How many no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we were here, facing this way. Now, because she got 7.3, we have to move 2 forward, and then we can turn. Do we have to turn now, or can we turn later on in our path forward?
I mean, you can turn I think you can turn whenever, as long as you roll well enough, you can decide
Okay,
when
that's what I was
during
asking.
that path.
So do you guys want to go forward a little more and then turn?
Before
Mhm.
the successful roll.
Okay. So we have 8 more movement blocks. Do you guys want to turn now, or do you guys want to wait a little bit? Because if they turn, they can move like 10. Right?
What's the range on our weapons?
So the squares, the 2 squares are the range. We can't shoot them anyway now this turn, so we're just gonna have to move. Do you guys want to move more forward so they can't hit us when they turn, or like what do
We
you want
could
to do?
go straight up, then go left, and then force them to have to come to us. Otherwise, they're going to end up right behind us and still be able to hit us with both.
Well, so if we go 1, 2, 3, and turn and then go 5 forward, right? They can move 10 blocks. So I mean, so unless they roll really well, they'll be able to turn instantly. Otherwise, they'll have to move forward and then turn. So I don't think they can get into range of like this. Also, one moment. Yeah. So unless they have their macro batteries have a range of, 10, they won't be able to hit us. Or sorry, 5 or more.
Well, they're heading to the
1,
right
2.
if we're gonna
So if
want
we
to
do
hit them
that,
again.
we could end up there. And really, they can only get into that range. I don't know. Your guys' choice. Because if we turn the other way, then we're just going to be playing cat and mouse.
Yeah,
And
we
this is
want
any
to.
different how?
Well, this is so next turn they're going to move this way, right? If they want to turn, they can turn this way. If not, they'll have to keep going this way, or like they can go this direction. Next turn, we can turn and attack them. If they turn towards us, I don't think they'll have enough range to attack us with anything really useful.
We'll go with this, unless somebody has an objection.
It's more complicated than it should be. All right. If you guys want to do something else, I don't know.
So our big guns are forward mounted and we need to be pointed at them.
Mm-hmm. And the range is, up to there. That's why next turn, hopefully, we can turn and shoot them.
That's good.
All right, is the rest of you doing anything for your turn? All right.
Good luck. 30, I believe. Let me check again. 30.
Too far for hit and run, so I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, they also have their void shields.
Traffic, your thing, is that repel border that you get bonus for your roll?
Yeah, prepared to repel invaders, I think. Plus 10.
Yeah, so that's a command chest. Let me have a quick look, because I did read about that particular one.
It's a plus 10. So prepare to
Yeah, so
repel
it's a
orders.
+0 command test, but the thing is, you can roll that now if you wish, and then it carries over through for as long as you need it, because it says that he will be occupied rallying the defenders for as long as he wants to maintain the bonus. You can basically maintain that indefinitely for the duration of ship combat if you don't have any other actions you want to take.
So plus 0 command test?
Plus
Yep.
10.
Plus
He has a plus 10 from his thing, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, from Master at Arms.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to ever pass a command test.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. Like, there's no negative side effects, and it gives you something to do at least. But it's up to you ultimately. Yeah, so a plus 10 total for that roll if you wish to try it.
He already rolled it.
All right.
Unless Cons wants to do something. That's our turn.
I say give him the communication device and let him bullshit.
Let him yell at them.
Yeah, let him yell at them and try and intimidate them, or at least annoy the crap out of them.
That would work.
Just make dank pigeon noises over the long distance phone call.
Yep, called it.
Alright, so on the hololift display on the bridge, you see the ship turning and coming around for another round. Alright, so that happens, and then finally a thing happens. Truly dramatic, I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for it. Oh, good.
Yeah, you see on the hololift display again, the combat area, you see a cluster of fast-moving objects swarming towards you at great speed.
Fantastic.
I assume those are
Indeed.
people. I hope. I don't know. Is it our turn? I'll do the aid the machine spirit once again.
Are they orcs?
And the orcs. Oh,
Because that's a squid there. Matt,
I like to re-roll that with a fate point.
dude, the machine spirit told you to fuck off.
No. He likes me.
I don't believe that for a
Yeah,
moment.
he likes me. So
Alright,
if you want,
Cornelius, you have a +5 apparently from Cans.
do you want to you want to do a what's it called? Turn? And yeah, we have a third rating of. It's a third rating
Yeah,
of.
it's something that happens once it becomes relevant. Right now, it's not.
Wait. You can still shoot. You can shoot. You can shoot. Don't do anything. No, well, we can probably shoot the ship because if she can move close enough to the ship, we might be able to shoot it. You want to roll a +52 pilot? Perfect.
Fuck.
That's good. That's very good. We would like to turn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, Cornelius, you could do a -5 ballistics test to use the macro missiles on them, and then a +5 to do the lance on them. And I think the tornado. I don't know what the torpedoes will do, but yes. No, you can use both. We were looking at that. So whoever uses the attack, you can use all your weapon components at once. Yeah, you have to do a -5 because it's out of regular range. Yep. Nice. So we shoot all the macro cannons at them. You want to roll 1d10 plus 1 twice? That's 9 and 10. So that's 3 components we take out. So 3 of their components, whatever you want to do. Sure.
You're back into it, or the crew will eat you.
I think we just passed by the torpedoes, which was really lucky, by the way. Good job on the 10.1 roll. Oh, that was good. Oh, and you can also shoot the Sunfire Lance after, I guess, he shuts down the 3 components. Oh, you want to reroll that because that's a lot of damage. I don't know how many fate points you have. Is that a +5? Oh no, it's you're supposed to do a +5 on that, so that passes. Because cons gave you the +5. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yep. And that's 1d10 +3, no armor mitigation. One d10 +3, no armor mitigation. 10 damage. All right. Anybody else want to do something?
Guess I can try another command test, right?
Yep. To repel borders. That's always a nice thing. Did you pass? Did you just critically pass?
Nice.
All right then. Yeah. All right. So I guess we get a. I don't know what this means, but you're prepared to repel borders if they try and raid us. Constant is. I think we're all done. I think we all actually made a move this time.
Since I succeeded, I can add a +10 to any opposed command test I perform against enemy borders,
And you can sustain that, so you can keep on doing that.
plus an additional +5 for every degree of success.
Oh, that's 2. So that's a plus. What would you say? +20.
So yeah, would the I get the +10 for Master at Arms as well, or no? Since I used it for this.
So that's a +20 to any opposed test. You said, right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. I think it's Bacon Boat's time. By the way, Cornelius, if you get 3 or more degrees of success on the Sunfire Lance, you do it correct. Yep. Also, we need someone to see which, because they have what, 3 components off, maybe 4. I'm hoping life support is shut down. Or engines. I like engines.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That was nice because we did a lot of component shutting off.
It wasn't a bad hit.
Oh, thank
But it could always be better.
you. That is true. I'm hoping he failed horribly at everything.
Guess it wasn't the engines.
Alright, I have a slight problem, and I don't know if it's Roll20 related or Chrome related.
Yes.
Give me just a second, I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Because for some reason, The Roll20 window, like the inside of it, just slightly moved to the left for no apparent reason when I clicked the button. But I think it seemed to have readjusted itself now. I have no idea what that was. Right, so it's your turn again.
Okay. I guess I'll do the aid the machine spirit thing again. Help Gwen out. God damn it, I'm gonna reroll that. Alright, well, sorry, no help for you this time, Gwen.
No,
It's a plus 32 if you want to maneuver. I'll
plus
do
32.
yeah. I would do like a 5. Yeah.
Ah,
You want to reroll that?
yeah. You burn a fate point for that.
Yes. You use a
Okay.
fate point.
All right, let's try it again.
Believe in miracles.
Um,
Oh, nice. So we can do something like
and I roll.
1, 2, 3,
And
4.
I'm
No,
gonna
let's do
roll.
that. 1, 2, 4. So I guess we'll be there. Cornelius can still shoot the disturbers, but not the sunlance.
Nope, I don't
Fortunately.
get to keep my fate point. Okay.
One of these days. One of these days. Yes, you can. Unless someone else wants. I think Khan's tried to help you, but he failed in intimidating. That would be 3 shots. So one of them miss, one of them gets blocked, and 2 of them hit. That's 1 component, and that's 2 more. So 3 components just went down on their ship. Nice job with the 10.
If I do a hit and run, do I lose my
Yes.
bonus?
I mean, realistically, your bonus isn't going to help because they can't really reach us. I mean, you can try to hit and run since, there's no losing right now. So they lost 6, 5, and 4. 6, 4, and 4. They only have 4 components left. I don't know what do they have left? What 4 components do they have left? How do you power
Hit and run was
components
plus
back up?
30 command, right?
Hit and run was a plus 30 command, yes. With a teleportarium. That should be close enough. Yeah. As long as you're in the green traffic, you should be able to use, because that's 5.
All right. Well, I guess I'll try and do a hit and run then.
Yeah, so you see as the barrage of macro cannon shells impact, you see more arcs of electricity spark across the hull, and there is quite possibly a lot of electronic damage going on inside the ship right now. Doesn't seem to be a very pleasant place to be.
Good.
I'm starting to think maybe I don't want to teleport into their ship with it getting
Well,
messed
you
up
don't
like
teleport.
this.
You teleport to murder servitors, and you command them. You'll get it one of these days. 97. I think we're all done. I don't know if I don't know if that ship can move, but it can.
So the whole nonsense you do with yours, is it just unpowered components?
Yeah, I know. I'm powers now.
All right.
So I don't know how long that's for, or if you have to do like a test to power them.
That is an excellent question. I haven't a bloody clue about. But it's probably easy to look up at some point. Yeah, if the layout of this was actually any decent. But yeah, like I said, anytime you do something
Until
in first person.
repaired.
Yeah,
It
so
says,
it's just
yeah, so I'm not reading anywhere. Just one of the machine spirits says GM should select one component that becomes unpowered until repaired. I don't know if that's for every unpowered thing.
all right. So
Emergency repairs. He can repair one unpowered damage or depressurized component, so you have to do emergency repairs. And repairs take 1d5 turns. Yep, that's the way. So you have to do emergency repairs. Yeah, so I guess emergency repairs is what you want to do. And I believe the emergency repairs is a -10. Just look at that. It's a -10 tech use. Ooh, well, one component got maybe two.
All right, I'm just gonna have a quick look about something real quick.
Oh, and the repair can be reduced by 1 turn per degree of success. I have a question. Did the D5 the 5D100, is that 5 emergency repairs? He's trying to run away.
Some sick flanking speed right there.
So Hellforge, the 5D1, is that 5 emergency repairs?
You don't know unless you go over there and look.
Oh no, I was asking because I don't know how many people you have doing it. That's why. I
A
don't know if
whole
we. I
bunch
didn't.
of people.
I wasn't sure if we can do more than one emergency repair.
No, it's one emergency per turn.
Or is it one emergency per turn? Okay.
Right. I do believe that's its turn, unless I'm missing something. I think
I will call upon the machine spirit yet again. Aid in our endeavor.
It's gonna block your number.
You know what? He's ancient and wise, and he likes me. That's plus 5. Okay, so it's 47. So it's a plus 47 to your pilot skill, Gwen. Okay, then we will move 1. Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can shoot with a -5 for macro cannons and a +5 for lance. Cornelius. By the way, nice roll, Gwen. See, machine spirit aiding helps, sort of.
It helps.
What are you looking for? Oh. Yes, those would be. Mhm. Oh, for.
is it flanking speed you're thinking of?
Yeah, flanking. I think that's a tech use. Yeah, I mean, you can shoot right now with a -5 macro, +5 regular. Good luck. Oh, nice shot. 2D, 1d10 +1 twice. Yep, 2 times. So that's well, is that one component or 2 components? You can actually. You said you can replace one of your degrees of success with one of the damage. Do you want to do that for the first shot? So it's over a 5.
I don't think so, no. But
Oh.
I'm not sure. I've never encountered this because I only did one turn in the other campaign as well with ship combat, so never
Okay.
bothered caring about this stuff. But I don't think it would count for that because
Alright.
it's more like the ship is doing things rather than you.
All right. So 6 damage through armor, and I believe 1 component is shot. Unless I don't know if you combine the numbers or if it's just the individual numbers. Take.
Yeah, so what it says when it comes to macro battery is once the final number of hits has been determined, roll the weapons indicated damage for each hit, and then you add the grand total together. And the final amount, the final total is the amount of damage
Okay,
dealt
so
to the
that would
target.
be 2 components. This is the first, the first hit got blocked with the other 2. So yeah, there'll be 2 components that get shut down. That'll be on you.
Right. Is
Unless
that your
Main
turn, or
wants
is
to
there
do something.
anything else?
Unless Main wants to do something. I think him and Cons are too busy. I'm gonna soak up some Amasath into Yeti cups.
We're too far from a hit and run, so I'm just gonna not do anything.
Here's your drink. The ship took 6 damage, by the way, unfortunately.
All right. All right.
Our turn
So
again?
your turn.
Okay, we one actually you don't have to do anything. One, I mean you can do something else because I think just as a standard move we can move 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Are they
5.
dead in the water or?
I believe so. I mean they only moved 1 spot, so they must not be able to move much. When we do that,
Yeah.
so I mean we can just do you have scrutiny?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. I
Uh,
mean,
give me 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna aid the machine spirit to give us detection this time, and that way you can try and detect their components that are damaged and everything. So let me do mine. So that's plus 2, 15. So
So Gwen, if you're gonna be doing the scrutiny thing, you can't take part in any maneuver action. That's
no,
the other
we
way,
just did a
right?
standard maneuver right now. I assume that just can be done.
Yeah, you don't need to roll for that. But if
Yeah,
there's any other like fancy maneuvers, then you can't do that.
yeah. I don't know if she wants to. I mean, do you want to do any fancy maneuvers like a wheelie or a barrel roll? If not, you get a plus 15 and plus 45 to your scrutiny roll to see what components they have.
all right, we'll do that. They should be in pretty bad shape by now.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what they have. Oh, that would show us all the components. Good job. Cornelius, you want to shoot at them? It's a plus 0, unless Con's failed. Okay, plus 0 on both of the ballistics. Do you want to re-roll in one of them? All good. Main, you want to hit and run?
Yeah, we'll
Plus
hit and
30
run.
command.
Unless someone with higher command wants to do it.
I think everybody went except you. Oh, can we see their components, Hellforge? They know everything about them, I think. Oh, hell yes. I don't know what happens now, but good.
Succeed, roll a 1d5 on the critical hit chart twice and select one result to apply to the enemy ship, plus 1 point of damage to hull integrity for every degree of success.
So that would be 2 degrees, so 2 degrees, so it's 2 hull damage. Then do 1d5 times, I guess, 2d5. 4 thruster damage, which, okay, I guess
Do
thruster
you want to do
damage it
thruster
is.
damage or thruster damage?
I mean, I don't know. I think thruster damage. So the ship's maneuver thrusters are smashed, venting randomly, and leaking fuel. Roll 1d10. So go ahead, roll 1d10. On a 1 to 7, the ship can still maneuver, albeit. God damn it. Okay, so the ship can still maneuver, albeit slowly, reducing the ship's maneuverability by 20. The ship just lost 20 maneuverability.
Yeah, you should see the handout right now.
Oh, you have a handout thing. You things and stuff on the ship. Oh, that's not it. Enemy boat. Can we tell what's off and what's not?
Nope, not unless you go there.
But we did the whole the array thing. All right. Well, I guess I think that's our turn. So I think the ship took 2 hull damage, and they get minus 20 maneuverability. And you say you're never gonna pass command.
It only took having a plus 30.
Hey, it worked.
Is it
It
time to
worked.
demand surrender?
Oh yeah, we can hail the enemy. You guys want to hail the enemy? They wanted our loot. Now we can take their loot.
I say we just kill them all and take their ship. Now
I
we
mean-
have
Well,
two
if we
ships.
blow their ship up,
Exactly.
there's no loot to take. But, you know.
I mean, I don't know if they have any more freaking life support. They should be dead in the water.
I mean, I don't mean blow up their ship when we can kill them all without destroying the ship.
Yeah, if they can't move another turn, we might be able to just go in.
All right. Because you literally have not done anything this turn, can you, or this combat section, can you please roll me 1d10?
He's been intimidating people.
I've been rolling intimidate this whole time. I mean,
Well, I haven't heard you say anything, so that's why I'm counting.
the
you
plus
as-
5s to Cornelius.
Good job. All right, fine. I admit you have done things. Main, please do roll me a d10.
Oh, sometimes, man.
The duet rides or dies together.
Apparently.
All right, so your ship is within 3 AUs or warp units, or void units even. Good chance.
Imagine. Yes.
When I would like you to roll me a minus 20 piloting spacecraft with maneuverability, please.
That's
Minus-
a plus 12 total.
Plus 12.
Nice.
All right. So as you approach and you're laying on the last bit of hurt, you see a miniature sun erupt from the middle of the ship as the plasma drive goes into a critical and just vaporizes everything in the near vicinity.
Oh, good. They just blew
And
themselves up.
and the shockwave and debris scattered from the explosion flies towards your ship, but with some excellent piloting right there by Gwen, you managed to avoid all the large chunks that would put a scrape in the paint job, and you can swiftly move away if you wish.
We do have a
Of the
repulsor
ship,
shield.
there is literally nothing left other than some space dust at this point.
Valuable space dust?
It's a bitchy way to go. That's not fair. They didn't even take them. Did we not shut down their, what's it called? Their engine? Hellforge?
Well,
I wasn't paying attention to. Sorry, what were you saying, Gwen?
it's toast. We're good.
I mean, it's vaporized at this point.
Did we unpower their, not engine, but their power generator by any chance?
Yeah, that was the last thing you did.
So would it have still blown up?
Yes.
How?
Fucking don't ask me.
You're the GM.
Yeah, well, that's what it says in the book when you do enough damage. So, GG.
Oh, I thought we just shut it down so it couldn't
We
explode.
swatted it too hard, and it went splat.
Apparently. It's the murder servitors. I blame them. The one time you passed the command.
Well, thankfully they weren't on the boat when it went critical. So
You have a nice fried bacon now. The space debris is all bacon.
Should we bother to look for salvage or just move on?
We can probably like an active array or something. I don't know. Your choice.
Maybe grab a piece for a trophy if nothing else.
all right, so scrutiny plus detection if you want to have a quick scan around the area, see if you find anything that it could even remotely be counted as a trophy.
All right, Gwen and Cornelius, that's all on you.
How much is it?
Plus 30
Alright.
to your scrutiny. 1 second. I just want to. Oh, okay, good.
I've got a cat that can't decide which side of the door he wants to be on. Annoying me.
Alright, so scrutiny.
Scrutiny plus 30. I mean, she passed, so I don't know if you have to pass higher, but yeah.
All right, you look around in the area. And there is nothing to see. There's
Baneblade is here.
I mean, it's been here all the time.
Oh, God.
Just cruising around in space, having a good time, you know, like a Baneblade would.
Of course. After that riveting fight. Are we back to going, to Helion?
So yeah, congratulations. You have successfully managed to completely vaporize a submarine.
You know what? It only took us an hour and a half, so yeah, it's a success.
You know, I fucking hate ship combat. Let's never do this again.
Hey, I want to experience it. I thought it was going to be more fun.
Well,
It's a
now you
little
have it.
tedious.
It is. It was very tedious, not a little.
You made some of us sit through ship combat for a second time. I hope you're
Hey.
happy.
It's not my fault you guys can't do anything. I talked to my machine spirit. I'm happy.
Alright, I
blessed
gotta let
us.
the cat back out.
I love how excited Erden was when we were about to start the combat last session, and then you had to wait all week just to see this.
Hey, you know, you live and you learn. I thought it was gonna be more fun. I don't know. It was like dodging. I love like ship games. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. Like,
We're not flying around in little 3-person Corvettes. We're flying around in like a 2,000
I
person
know, but
crew at the
I
very
don't know
minimum.
how it goes
I'm
until I
not gonna
try it.
fucking make a spin.
You think we were lying?
Time.
Because I thought we did a pretty good idea or a pretty good job explaining how not fun ship combat was.
I think I just had bad rolls. That's why. Because I thought you guys were just running in circles doing nothing.
like in my game, I figured with Rogue Trader, because of the nature of the game, I figured it would be a bit more exciting. And even in my game, I've been really struggling to try and make it fun.
No, it's not fun at all. It's really dumb. Because basically, you have to just circle around each other until you guys can hit, and then when you can hit, you just,
Yeah.
just hit. You just hit.
Yeah, I think in the future I might look into some homebrewed like house rule stuff for ship combat.
That's cool.
I've seen some stuff, but nothing that made sense at first glance. Yeah, after a couple of more days, as the adrenaline wears off and things return to normal after the ship combat, you still have a couple of days just gently flying through the space.
Oh, we don't have
you,
the euphoric life sustainers. Sorry.
until you reach the translation point and the navigator pokes his head through the window and stares up into the sky for the last moment before shit explodes. The credits roll.
Wait, what? All right, so next
it
character.
makes perfect sense. Yeah, it takes you a good 5 days in the warp to reach Hexion again.
Do we have anyone on the ship that can teach me how to fly with the jetpack?
As an untrained, you can't use it as an untrained skill. I forgot.
Might be one or two. I don't know. Why don't you roll me an inquiry test? See if you can find someone by looking around.
Is that going to be a 0 inquiry? Holy shit.
How did you pass?
So, through some strange and not totally scientific means of exploration, you somehow managed to find at least one person in the crew who knows how to pilot or use a jetpack. So, Traffic, why don't you tell me about this person? What's their name? General stuff about them, as you found them.
I have to look something up real quick. His name is Hal. I found him just kind of jumping around the firing range, being live target practice. It's a little crazy, but it's the best I can do.
See, the second you said jumping around the firing range, I suddenly imagine this happening in Gary's mod for some reason.
He's so confident in his piloting abilities. He volunteers to be the live target as practice.
Do we get to shoot at him?
You can try, but he's just that good, you can't hit him.
They get a minus to my shooting.
All right. So yeah, you one day you step in to the firing range, to dust off your bolt pistols, been collecting a good 5 inches of dust at this point because you never used them. And as you step through the door and sign in with the drill abbot, you look down the range. You're preparing, and you see this crazy person just flying around all over the place, like a Gretchen strapped to a rocket. It's a sight to behold. Damn fine spectacle. And you see a couple of other crew members just trying to shoot him with last weapons, and they don't seem to have a very good time of it. And there is while the crew members who's doing the shooting is cursing their poor aim, you hear a almost manic cackling laughter from Hell, who is just flying around there having the time of his life. Doing some barrel rolls, some pirouettes in the air, just flying upside down, doing all kinds of loops and maneuvers that you didn't think was possible unless you have consumed like 2 kegs of MSAC in one sitting. Yeah, you have your person right there. So what do you do?
In sheer awe, I want to ask him if he can teach me to do what he does.
All right. So when the crew stops shooting for a moment and reloads, he lands, and still chuckling, and he sees you approach. He gives you a respectful nod because he knows who you are, and you ask him, and he just chuckles some more and says, "Sure, I'll teach you. But it would be, for your first try, it would be better not to do it with people shooting at you."
That's fair.
Yeah, you have that as a AFK practice thing, or what would that even be like? Bet- between sessions or between mission, like downtime activity. That's the word I was looking for.
Sort of like my little side project, learning how to better use the jump pack.
Right, I made a note. Before we go any further, Gwen, I had a question for you.
Yes.
If you're still here, excellent. Did you, when you brought the 3 tigers back to the ship, did you keep one as a pet, or did you hand it off to someone else?
Me?
Because
It was the
I
astropath, I thought.
I vaguely remember you mentioning something you wanted one for yourself.
I wanted. I got a skull from the fight as a trophy kind of thing. I didn't get a live animal.
Didn't you want one?
I was considering it.
Yeah, that's what I remember. I remember you saying you considered it, but did you ever make up your mind about it? Because there were 3 that the astropath captured. He gave one to the road trader, and then there were 2 up for grabs.
Okay, I missed that then.
Yeah, so if you call dibs on one, then you can have one.
Sure, I want one.
Can I have one?
Sure, why not? Yeah, so write on your character sheet somewhere in like other notes or something like tame the tiger. And they are tamed enough that they won't murder you in your sleep. But
what color is my tiger?
I don't know, some color.
I'll make him a rainbow. No.
They are tamed enough that they won't murder you in your sleep, or otherwise for that matter. But like most cats, they have their own individual stuff they want to do, and only partially pay attention to what you have to say. Yeah, so fill that in on your character sheet at the bottom there, other notes or whatever.
Put in acquisitions. I've acquired a tiger. And he's gonna be red. No.
I mean, you can always just slap a coat of paint on it if you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
color it, reskin it for something.
I'll give it to an orc, and it'll be faster.
What? What? Do they have any particular coloration or?
I mean, what would a forest tiger, like evergreen forest tiger that lives in an evergreen forest, what would I be? Like, would it be normal tiger colors, or would they have a more like green shade to them?
Is it a green tiger?
I mean, yes, they are dark green with black stripes.
I like that.
Executive decision right now.
Can it be a white tiger?
I'm gonna give it a name.
So, Kant, Cornelius, are you doing anything during this downtime?
Well, let me think. I'm almost positive that there was something I was wanting to buy when I got here.
Yeah, where?
Oh wait,
Are we going to Helion?
Or Hexion, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Hexion.
My bad. Yeah, I was looking through your thing anyway. Yeah, I guess I'll be hanging around the base camp, keeping an eye on things, and basically getting just managing day-to-day activities, material moving to the ground and from the ship, and back up to the ship as well.
All right. And this was more like if you're doing anything specific while traveling there, rather than when you arrive.
Oh yeah, while traveling. Yeah, I think I'll be mostly focusing on just running the numbers in this plan and making sure that everything's ready for. I believe we got we picked up those containers for the fluid before we left, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah, so I'll just be taking it easy and making sure that everything's set up and good to go for that.
All right. Yeah, unless there is anything pressing that anyone wish to do during this foreseen downtime, I think we smash cut to when the ship exits warp for the first time in this session.
Sounds good.
Somehow the ship exits the warp backwards and upside down.
You keep saying upside down in space.
I mean, it is upside down. Don't question me on this one.
Your orientation is reversed and flipped from the way we entered space.
It's
How's
space. There's no up, down, left, right.
There are constellation stars. There's bodies. Our orientation in relation to the trackable bodies switched.
I think the key thing to notice here is that you exit the warp backwards
Safely.
as you came into the
We
warp
are
phase.
accelerating backwards, which means we're.
Our navigator fucked up.
I mean, at least you didn't enter the system into the sun, so that's always something.
We arrived alive and intact. Let's not nitpick.
Yeah. So Can anyone give me a what would it be? Scrutiny plus the ship's detection for the the augury.
1 and 1 million.
I just need to see if anyone notices anything as you're arriving.
What
in
was the
system.
detection again?
Plus 30.
30?
Unless we go into silent running, then it's I think plus 35, but we won't do that. Oh, there you go. Good job. You know what? I'm gonna roll my scrutiny. I got this.
I was too busy playing with my kitty.
Yes! It worked. It actually worked.
I've decided her name is Siri, and sometimes she comes when I call, and sometimes she doesn't.
Excellent. But yeah, Conrad, you better take a screenshot of that because I don't think it ever happened again.
Hey, don't sell me that short.
All right, so I do believe you pick up a thing or two.
Yes. Pick up thing or two.
Yes.
What is the thing or two?
I mean, probably a stray asteroid just coming towards the ship
Oh,
at
good.
flanking speed. So that's 2 degrees or 1 degree. So that's 25 odd units. 25 or 30, doesn't matter. The immediate area around the ship as you're exiting the warp seems to be clear of anything other than space. I guess clear of anything.
That's space lingual. All right. Guys, within 30 AUs, we're pretty clear. Even with the tech priest, I can't see shit. I had to tell you that.
Right, so it takes you roughly a. Actually, Gwen, could you roll me a +0 spaceship plus maneuverability, spacecraft plus maneuverability?
32 to your spacecraft.
32?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
And I got 3.2 degrees. How'd that work out?
Right, so you arrive at the planet in orbit, high anchor, like a
Did he
week or
die?
so. Yeah, as you approach the planet, yeah, it is as pretty much as you left it. It's moved slightly from last time you were here because it's been a while. But yeah, it seems same as it was before. Green, roughly green planet in the middle, and then lifeless and barren the poles, and the moon is just doing whatever a moon does. That is, hazardous to everyone's health. Flying around in space and being a general nuisance. So yeah, you have arrived safe and sound to Exion. So
Check
what's
in
the
with
plan
the
now then?
people we left down there.
Nah, fuck the people. Let's get the liquid.
We left people down there capturing beasts for us to take back.
We have precious, might kill us liquid down there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm officially no longer dying. Feels good, man.
Congratulations.
My nose has been bleeding for about an hour now.
What happened?
The doctor.
Sneezing.
Uh,
You understand? There's a reason I hold my nose when I sneeze, because if I don't, I sneeze with enough force to basically bust all of the things.
Okay then.
Sneezes like a shotgun blast.
Yeah. Normally, if I sneeze and don't plug my nose, I sneeze blood. So
Well, I'm glad you're not dying in it. So that's good,
I am feeling a bit lightheaded, though.
dude. Seriously, you just can't win with you, can you?
I mean, all things considered, I'm sure I'll, you know.
Right. I mean, we have been playing for what, almost 2 hours now. So if you all want, we can take a 5-minute break here.
I think I need to go find some food.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
gives
we
me
can.
a moment to figure out what to do on this planet because I didn't plan this far ahead.
What did you think? It's gonna take us 5 hours to do ship combat?
I mean,
I mean,
did
last time it did.
Sometimes it takes that long.
It did take a good amount of time. It just, thank God, it didn't take 5 hours. The 2 hours itself was kind of tedious.
I mean, it took like 3 or 4 hours last time, and the only reason combat stopped was because they, decided to, GTFO rather than keep fighting the NPC ship. That is.
Oh, good.
Well, they just didn't decide fast enough.
Yeah,
that's
Forge. I was pretty much
fair.
rolling Intimidate the whole time because I can't roll Command. Feels bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a negative outcome to roll Command with the crew. Just from my understanding, Sanction doesn't apply to the crew when you're dealing with spaceship combat. Only applies in cases of individual roles, like individual contact.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Who needs competent crew anyway?
Yeah.
Great. Off for food.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm amazed I passed that inquiry.
Yeah, same here. But now you have an absolute maniac teaching you how to fly. How do you spell the name anyway? Is it HALL?
Just HAL.
Alright.
Calm down, Kubrick.
We got nothing out of that ship combat as well.
I
They had
mean,
to
we're
destroy
getting
themselves.
XP at the end of the session.
Well, yeah, I forgot about that. Did everybody pick up Shadow Warrior 2 for free? No?
Nope.
Yeah. I probably told everyone else. Yeah. Yeah, it was free for the weekend.
That traffic, I was joking around with Gish, and I was like, yo, Gish, this Corvette that I'm probably going to end up getting, because after doing some research, it's actually cheaper on the insurance in the Solstice or the Sky is, which I think is hilarious. But this Corvette, I'm like, yo, Gish, I'm going to turn this shit into an off-roader. I'm like, I'm going to jack this shit up. Throw on like fucking 24-inch tires because I'm an asshole. Fucking do it.
Make it like one of those cars where it's just got like the big ass rims but the thin tires.
I'm gonna go out to the mudding track outside town. Going about there like mudding in their trucks. I'm gonna show up in a Corvette with like this massive chassis, but like, get your truck out of the way, losers.
Still using trucks from mudding in 2018.
Well, sorry, I'm spacing. What was that?
I said still using trucks from mudding in 2018.
I actually saw a video. These dudes turned a Bentley into an off-roader. I'm like, but why?
I saw a thing before where I think it was a Bentley. Oh, it was from a Post Malone video. Apparently, like I guess they had a Bentley in the video doing like donuts and shit, like out in the desert or on gravel. And they contacted. It was his friend's car, and apparently they saw the video and they contacted the guy. Post Malone's friend is like, "Why were you doing that with our car?"
I mean, if you ask me, I think Post Malone is a bit of an asshole, but
No, like the company Bentley contacted the guy who bought the car from him and was like, "Why did you do that with the car?"
oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Bentley and Rolls Royce do the same thing. I'll send you a PM of that off-roading Bentley they built. Like,
Tactical Bentley.
someone also made an off-roading Miata because why not?
Like, was that like an actual Bentley, or did they just put like a
No,
Bentley?
they went and bought a Bentley. It's like a UK car show. They went and bought a Bentley and turned it into an off-roader.
Like Baja truck style, or? Nah, it's a little too low to be like that, isn't it?
I know it's a little low, but they did give it like an extra 6 inches of clearance. If you take like all the shit off the back, like the tire and stuff, the back sits a lot higher. This is that off-roading Miata someone built. I'm like, well, but no, don't do that.
Still think it's a girl's car now, fucker.
I've briefly considered getting a Miata, but like that's a small ass car. I'm a big ass dude. Yeah, that vet that I was looking at though, I doubt they're gonna have it once I actually get that, like actually have the money to finance the vet. 'Cause it's not super expensive, but it's definitely not like, 2,000 same price, like same year Camry price, but it's cheap because it has a bunch of shitty after mods, like an 11-inch subwoofer and stuff in the back, and but it's still using the default Bose speakers in the cabin and stuff. I'm like, ew. Like 11-inch subwoofers without updating any of the other like sound system, just getting a stereo that can support a subwoofer and sticking it in the back comes off as super trashy to me. I'm tempted just to take the thing out, sell it to a friend or something. But yeah, I'm only looking at like 150, 160 a month versus, like if I were to pick up a Solstice or a Sky, it's close to 200 a month because there are more insurance claims for those than there are for 2000 Corvettes, which I think is fucking hilarious because there's more 2000 Corvettes than there are Solstices and Skies combined.
Guys, check out the cool picture up in the Road Trader Discord.
That likes that.
Hashtag not my emperor.
Ah,
I'll be right back.
Alright.
something wrong with that. Reminds me of Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory.
Oh.
I
What
like
does this button do?
I like the faces on the knee plates.